Hey guys, Ben Giancarlo. Completed day 2 of PAX. It's Saturday night. We're tired, to say the least. It's been a long day. We've been up for just over 12 hours.
We cover a lot of ground in this place. Yeah.
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that because I actually visited an area of the convention that I hadn't been to the entire weekend. Which was this food court area where they have like a bar and stuff, which was actually kind of interesting because I was like, hey, there's all sorts of other food here other than the shit that we've been eating for 2 days.
Wait, is this the place that you mistakenly found yourself in later in the day?
Yeah.
Right. You got lost. You
well, yeah.
Find it.
I found it because I was lost. There's this whole area where they've got like a bar and like a grill, and they've got all sorts of stuff. So it's actually kind of cool. I might have to go do that for lunch tomorrow.
Right.
I'm not wearing lipstick, by the way. My lips are just really red.
You look really pale, too.
Yeah, I'm really pale with bright red lips. You'd think I was wearing, like, crazy makeup or something, but I'm not. I will hate you.
Anyway.
Yeah, so, yesterday, we were going to check out... Actually, yesterday at the Far Cry booth, I don't think we mentioned this yesterday, but they were doing real tattoos.
Yeah.
You can go get a tattoo. They send you a free copy of the game. I think they did like 100 of them.
Yeah.
And
this isn't unique to PAX because they were doing that at EVE Online as well, although there was no free game involved.
There was no like freebie involved. It was just a tattoo. So kind of a cool marketing ploy, I guess, to get word out of the game.
It was definitely successful.
Yeah. So today and tomorrow, Mohawks. Giancarlo's smiling like an idiot. So
and his hair isn't changed.
My hair hasn't changed at all, and the grinning idiot behind me has a hood on.
So why don't we run the video?
So why don't we just do this? He looks like Soap. Or Sev, if you want to go that route.
Oh, the reason that they're doing this is because the character Voss is the main villain in Far Cry 3.
I thought he was the hero.
No, he's the main villain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He has Mohawk. There's some pretty interesting Mohawks coming out of that thing. There was this guy with like it was like Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. No. He looked like...
I don't know.
He looked like a sheep. He had a sheep on his head.
He was there for a good half an hour.
Big, black... Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah, so we'll run that video, because I recorded the entire event, and it's quick.
And way overproduced it. There's music, though.
There is music. There. Yeah, so that was the thing. And then...
no more Far Cry. The logo, that came out amazingly easily. Yeah.
I might have to get them to respray paint it tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Just be like, yo, his thing, it's not there anymore.
You're still considering doing it, though.
I might do it. I don't know yet. Anyway, hey, free game for a shaved head, why not, right?
And I shave my head like to the skin during the summer, so I'm just like, this is
a start.
Yeah, whatever.
So let's see. Let's recount what I did today. So we first things first, we went down to check out the Far Cry booth. There were already an insane amount of people on the show floor, so we were like, all right, we'll do it later.
They told me to come back. All right.
We went to the Irrational Games panel, which was really actually quite interesting because they talked about creating villains and stuff like that.
Nothing really new about Infinite.
No, just elaborating on certain things.
Ken Levine swears a lot.
Ken Levine swore like 4 times.
That's a lot for somebody who should have the PR training.
In an hour?
for someone who has the PR training that he does, I'm not.
I don't think it's too much about PR training. It's more about him being in a forum where he knows he can swear and get away with it.
Exactly. No. That's the point I was going to make. He was comfortable enough to feel that he could, issue that that kind of training in lieu of just having some fun and
Sure.
being Ken Levine, and Ken Levine swears.
Ken Levine's a really cool guy.
Very much so. Shorter than you'd think.
Yeah. Actually, talking about short people, after that panel, you had gone off to do something, I don't remember. I went out for a smoke and actually ran into Adam Sessler.
Yeah.
And
didn't actually run into him this time. Just
no, no, he was out there. He came out as I had already come out, and I kind of like half recognized him. And then Giancarlo had called me, and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he was like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" And then he saw that I was on the phone, and he's like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny. But yeah, no, he's a short dude.
Yeah. I know what I did.
You were at some panel, I think. Or you were going to go to a panel, but it was full or something.
Yeah, so I ended up doing a few things. I checked out the Secret World, which I have a beta to. I may or may not give that away. I don't know. The thing it's a an MMO, and it's doing a few things differently. It doesn't have levels, and the clothing is entirely cosmetic and whatnot, and that's all cool. And the mysticism and the real life design, and because everything's not super sized, so people can squeeze into single doors. Everything is normal sized, and there's non-combat quests, which is rare for an MMO, and that's all well and good. Everything about the game's theory seems sound, seems adventurous, seems all these good things that we want our games to be, but after playing it for a few minutes, I realized the combat is incredibly unsatisfying. There's no impact. It's math. It's pure math on the screen. It's really boring. The effects are blah. Now, no, I'm playing a demo character, really low level. I didn't get to design a character. I didn't get to go through a demonstration or anything like that. Because they don't let you do that. They just drop you into the game without any sort of instruction. So I'm sort of having to figure out the controls on my own. So maybe I wasn't getting stuff right. Regardless, the combat was incredibly unsatisfying. So this has led me to be sort of interested in the game. And I know there are some people in our community who are interested in the game. Mike, I know you're interested in this game. Be wary, because the combat will disappoint you. At least I think so. So yeah, I'm very, very worried. I'm hoping that that something happens with that. On the other hand, another MMO I checked out the full demonstration of Legacy, of the 2.1 update for the Old Republic. And and I tried their new Warzone, Novara Coast. I got to play a sniper, my first Imperial character, and very fun. Very much like Alderaan Civil War, places you hold, shooting turrets, all that good stuff. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit bigger and a little bit less linear, and it takes longer. So it just seems like an upgrade to Alderaan Civil War, which is great because it's my favorite war zone by far. So hopefully they'll keep doing stuff that people like.
It's actually funny because I was walking through that booth to get to another area.
Yeah.
I think I was hunting down Major Nelson actually,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a guy just handing out Old Republic cards. And I was like, whatever, I'll just grab that. And it's a in-game pet of a Tauntaun.
It's a Tauntaun pup. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, by the way, I got this. And he's like, Giancarlo was like, damn it.
Yeah, I know. I like it. At first thought, I want it. On second thought, I still have that Astromech Special Edition thing that's supposed to follow you around that I just never have on. So, big deal. Pets don't really interest me. But another thing, I got to try out the Razer the Old Republic Razer keyboard and mouse.
What about the headset? Because they had those too.
I had that too, but that's just a modified Astro
something or other.
Something. Astros are just fantastic. I've been using them all weekend. Fantastic. Astro is right up there with Triton and Turtle Beach. Even Turtle Beach has a booth here, and I tried on some of their headsets. There's something about the cup size doesn't really deal with my ear very well. I don't know.
I don't know what headsets I've been wearing, but I've got issue with them. The majority of the headsets though are Astro though, around the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they're
don't feel right.
If they're the ones
they're
that
kind
are
of stiff.
Those are Turtle Beaches.
No, I don't think so because they've got custom. They're all like hexagony, like the Star Wars Astro ones.
And they're Tritons.
Maybe, I don't know.
Hexagony, then they're probably Tritons. Anyway, but so the headsets were good. You know, we'll talk more about headsets because I got to get a new pair, so we'll probably do our research on that.
And a podcast.
Because
that's what we do.
But basically, the keyboard is very nicely lit, well laid out. It has the semi-stiff pop that you would expect from a Mac a Mac, as well as the same sort of spacing and sizing. So if you really like Mac keys, then this is right up your alley. Also, it has hotkeys on the side, which have little LCD screens in them, so that you can put specific actions on there with specific icons, so you can look over and like, oh, I want that.
Or you just know where they are and go with that.
Exactly.
So you're buying a new keyboard, is what you're telling me?
I don't know. I'm considering it. Maybe not that one. I have that old
G15.
Yeah, the G15.
Yeah, because we both have the same keyboard.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we both have the same keyboard and mouse, actually.
Do we have the same mouse?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
because Logitech gave me a free one.
Yeah, we have the same. The G9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The G9X.
Right. No, you have the G9X. I have the G9. So yours is the later version. But basically, my keyboard isn't being, like all the hotkeys and everything like that is not being supported anymore. So while I do like it, it may be time for me to move on. And keyboards aren't incredibly expensive. So the Mises.
I don't know. The mouse is.
So the Razer mouse that you see with the Old Republic has these has a number pad, a full 1 to 9, and 1 to 10, 1 to 9 and 0, and the number pad on your thumb. It's pretty plasticky and stiff, which is a good thing. It's a single piece with the buttons underneath. I don't know if there's a technical term for that, but it's not. They're not individual keys. And they have some good spring, and they're well spaced, and they're not going to give, if you're moving the mouse, you don't have to worry about that. You can put pressure on them without pressing them down. Don't worry. Very, very well designed. When first looking at that mouse, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why someone would want to put their buttons there. Now I know, because all those buttons at the top of all those numbers on your number pad, not your number pad, but the top part of your keyboard